How many of you would like to hear from someone who's actually in the program right now? Okay.
Hi, everybody. Back in May, I was basically in your guys' shoes, right? I attended Ann's first webinar about seasonal rich, but I just wanted to when Ann first started talking, I really felt like the seasonal rich program was exactly what I wanted to do with my business because we were moving. We're in the process actually of moving from Michigan to Colorado. And I had a goal and a vision for where I wanted to take my business. The problem was I didn't know how to go about it. And in all truthfulness, and I've never told you this, but I was a little bit apprehensive at first because there is a lot of training out there. You see all these ads on Facebook, and I've tried a couple others in the past, and I'm not terribly tech savvy. So I was really nervous about, is this going to be the right fit for me? Is there going to be value in this? Is this a substantive training program that I'm really going to be able to walk away with tangible steps forward? And when I listened to her talk about her system and various things, it really reminded me of a lot of things that I did in my real job. Because my career, I had a 36 and a half year career in advertising and marketing. And so there were a lot of things, and I retired maybe 4 years ago or so. And there were a lot of things that she talked about that really aligned with what I did for my clients as a strategic planner, because that was what I did. Things like talking about positioning, things like talking about the avatars, the Champagne Contessa, the Queen of Tradition, the Empress Elf. Those, we used to call them in advertising, we called them segmentations, various shopper segments, but they were things that my clients would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars developing. Most of my clients were Fortune 100 companies or Fortune 500 companies. So when she started talking about how to position your business and how to talk to each unique segment, I knew that she was genuine and that's the way I would have approached it had I been in my career, in the ad agencies. But, so there was some credibility that was coming through, not baloney. It was real. And I was like, okay, this woman knows what she's doing. She knows what she's talking about. But the reality was I was still nervous because I'm retired, and I was like, wow, do I want to invest? Do I want to spend the money? But I got thinking about it afterwards. It went over your head. You know how God talks to you a lot of times. And he talked to me through watching that initial video, but then also after the fact, when I was contemplating making a decision. And I stopped and I thought, in the past, I've spent more money than this going to Wreath Makers Live, or more money than this, or about the same amount of money as this going to Babam's. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Babam Reese, but she hosts like a holiday workshop in September, October. And I realized, I know I love Babam too, Renee. And, so I thought, they charge $750 to join these things. And I had to buy hotel, I had to get airfare, I had to do my meals. And in the end, it all added up. So I spent a lot of money in the past learning how to make things, but I didn't invest in learning how to market myself or sell myself. And so it really, when I stopped and thought of it that way, I thought, this is an investment in my business. This is an investment in me. And one of the things that I've been really surprised and thrilled by is some of the tangible tools and templates that Ann was talking about earlier. Things like brochures and design boards and scripts and languages, things that I would have probably hired a freelancer to do. Because even though I was in marketing and even though I was a really good strategist, I'm not a writer. I'm not an art director. I draw stick people, and I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world. So to be able to have tools and templates that I can use and modify for my brand, but where I'm not having to start with a blank piece of paper is so incredibly valuable. And it's stuff that I realized, I would have spent money on that. And so I really honestly believe this program really delivers tangible results that are helping me move forward. And granted, I'm slow, but I'm getting there. And more than any other program that I've signed up for, I really feel like I am fully positioned for success. And then lastly, just the other thing that I didn't expect that I love is the relationships I'm building with other members who have joined with me. Ann talks about hello, or Linda, and just some of the, Linda and I had a couple of hour-long conversations. We help each other. And so that's, it just, I just feel like it's been really, really valuable. And so I've hung on for an hour and a half on this call just to tell you guys this. So if you're nervous, I get being nervous, but just know that my experience has been just that it's invaluable. And I really feel like I'm being set up for success. So anyway, with that, I will hand it back to Ann.
Can we give it up for Lorrie Boone?